We have seen many life processes previously, and one kind of this is reproduction, which is creating offspring or new organism. However, reproduction does not help the organism to remain alive, but it helps to maintain the continuity of that organism. Reproduction occurs mainly by two methods: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction we will talk about in next part. So today the main mode of reproduction that we are going to study is asexual mode of reproduction. In this, organism reproduce offspring on its own. There is just one parent is involved and the offspring will inherit, or it shows all its gene from a single parent. So in that case, both parents and the offsprings are genetically identical to one another. There is no genetic variation because you remember there is no meiosis division happening. Meiosis division was leading to variation. If you remember the last part that we saw, the crossing over, recombinant, all this is not happening here. So this genetic recombination is a drawback in asexual mode of reproduction, whereas the fast process is the advance of this asexual reproductive mode. Now we will be classifying asexual mode of reproduction into two parts, that is unicellular and multicellular. So in unicellular, first you will be studying what are the kinds of reproduction or what are the kinds of asexual reproduction happens, and then we will see multicellular organism. In those kind of organism, which kind of asexual reproduction happens there. So let's start with unicellular organism, where asexual reproduction happens in three ways: binary fission, multiple fission and budding. Very simple. Binary fission, binary meaning two and fission meaning break or to split. So in this process, the parent cell divide to form two similar daughter cells. It occurs by mitosis division or just splitting it into two parts, that is amitosis. Mitosis meaning one cell will divide into two daughter cell, whereas amitosis, just the full organism is completely divided into two organisms. So then we will call them as amitosis. Now very popular amoeba, which is a kind of protista, divide in any plane. That means in any way if you divide, the amoeba will give rise to two daughter amoeba because it lacks specific shape. Hence it perform simple binary fission. Whereas if you see these diagram of paramecium and euglena, there also two daughter cells are formed of paramecium as well as euglena, but the division happens in a specific plane because their body is asymmetrical. If you divide it in any plane, the daughter cell won't be receiving all the cell components. So in paramecium, that division happens transversely, whereas in euglena it happens longitudinally, that is from top to bottom. Binary fission in these organisms, it occurs during favorable condition, that is when there is abundant of food material and favorable temperature for these kind of organism. Now coming to the second mode, that is multiple fission. It is another mode of reproduction that amoeba or some other similar protista can reproduce is by multiple fission. That means one organism into many organism, multiple, so many. Now, in this, when conditions are not favorable, so their movement stops. Amoeba movement and some similar protista movement stops to save energy, and the shape of the organism becomes rounded and form a protective covering like this, which is called cyst. Many nuclei are formed. Nuclei, it is a plural of nucleus. So we don't call nucleuses, we call them nuclei. So many nuclei are formed by repeated nuclear division in the cyst, which is followed by cytoplasmic division, and hence many amobule are formed. We call this baby amoeba as amobule because they are many in numbers. Now they remain in cyst till there isn't favorable condition, and cyst breaks open on arrival of favorable condition, and many daughter amoeba are released in the environment. So you studied amoeba reproduced by binary fission, where one amoeba will be divided into two amoeba by dividing them in any plane. And also you saw multiple fission. So amoeba will undergo into a sedentary life where it will form a hard covering around it, that is cyst, and in that nuclear and cytoplasmic division will happen, forming many amobule, and this, when favorable condition comes, the cyst will open and hence the daughter amoebas comes out. So here many amoebas are formed. Now the third mode of asexual reproduction in unicellular organism is budding, that is by bud formation. Unicellular yeast perform budding, that is a small bud or a bulge come out of a parent body. The nucleus of parent yeast undergoes nuclear division, and one of these two nuclei enters the bud. After sufficient growth, bud separates from the parent and start to live independently as a new yeast. So this is the case in budding. Now students, this unicellular organism asexual mode of reproduction is over. So it can be asked for short notes till here also, that describe unicellular organism asexual mode of reproduction in unicellular organism. So you have to write these three and you have to stop here. Now separately it could be asked, describe asexual mode of reproduction in multicellular organism. So here we will start. The first mode of asexual reproduction in multicellular organism is fragmentation. It occurs in multicellular organism. Parent body breaks up into many small fragments, and each fragment starts to live as an independent new organism. Now if you see this picture, you can say it is like a binary fission, one organism splitting into two. So student, the picture is like this, but what happens actually is it can break down into many pieces. Okay, and here in such reproduction it happens in Spirogyra. So when there is a plenty of water and nutrient available to Spirogyra, its filament grows up very fast and divide into many small filament, and these each filament starts to live independently. So that is the case. Okay, so this is known as fragmentation. And remember student, they are multicellular, so each set of filament will have their own set of cells. Okay, so it is not like a binary fission. Now, regeneration. The second mode is regeneration. You may have noticed lizard breaks up and discards some of its part of tail during emergency. Haven't you? Well, see this. The discarded part regenerated under such certain situation. It also happens in our human skin and liver cell too. These are the example of limited regeneration. That means only a certain kind of part or certain cell will regrow. Okay, but in case of some multicellular organism like planaria, where it breaks its body into multiple part and thereafter each part regenerates into a new organism, and hence new planarias are formed. This is called regeneration. Although this planaria body is separated into three parts, you can see head, body and trunk, and each part will give rise or it will generate into full new organism. So that is the case in regeneration. Now the third mode is budding. Yes, budding also happens in multicellular organism like hydra. Under favorable condition, an outgrowth is formed by repeated division. This outgrowth is called bud. Bud grows up and finally form small hydra. The parent hydra supplies nutrition to the budding hydra. Budding hydra separates from parent's hydra and start to lead an independent life when it grows up and become able to lead an independent life. Okay, so that is the case in budding. So you all can see some tentacles are growing around the bud. That is the basic structure of any hydra, the body and the tentacles. Okay, so during small portion of time they just grow with the parent hydra, and when they have the sufficient nutrition and they grow to till a certain time, they breaks off from the parent hydra and they can lead a independent life. Now the fourth mode of reproduction is vegetative propagation. So mainly in plants these kind of reproduction happens. Vegetative part like roots, stems, leaves and bud of the plant will regenerate or it will give a new organism or a new baby plant can develop from these part. Hence, they are called as vegetative propagation mode of asexual reproduction. Let's see some of the example of vegetative propagation. Eyes present on the tuber of potato can give rise to a new potato plant. Similarly, in bryophyllum, the bird that you can see here present on the leaf margin, it falls to the ground and it can lead to formation of a new plant. Similarly, in case of plants like sugarcane and grasses, the buds are formed on their nodes. You can understand these lines, rings are formed. These are the nodes. So some buds are formed here and a new plant can grow from here. Plant like radish, carrot perform vegetative propagation through their roots. Now finally we have reached to the last mode of asexual reproduction, that is spore formation. Take bhakari or bread and keep it in humid place for 2 to 3 days. You will see fungus will grow on them. These type of fungus, if you see, have such structure under the microscope, that is filamentous body. There is round shaped sporangia or sporangium which produces spores. These sporangium burst and spores are released. Spores germinate in moist and warm places and a new fungal colony is formed. Colony, why? Because they grow in groups. So that is why we call them fungal colony. So student, multicellular mode of asexual mode of reproduction, we started with fragmentation, regeneration, budding, vegetative propagation and spore formation. So stay updated for next class, that is sexual mode of reproduction.